Libra, hello and welcome into Soulflower Tarot for your reading for July 1st through the 15th. Hope you're well. This is for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign of Libra. Take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. It's a general read, so it won't resonate for everyone. Let's see. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for all my subscribers. Really appreciate your energy. I have, as you can see, your cards already shuffled and laid out, your oracles here. I was just starting your reading when my neighbors pulled up and my dog started barking. So I'm not going to redo the reading. The cards haven't even been flipped yet. The only thing that I've got out here that I was talking about before the chaos began was your oracle cards. So what I'm seeing in your oracles, Libra, is you are beginning a new cycle, okay? It's a brand new beginning. You're going to have to take steps towards this beginning. It is not something that's just going to fall in your lap. It's not just a door that's going to open for you to walk through. You're actually going to have to take steps to help this cycle take off, okay? You can ask Spirit, guides, universe, angels for help. And this is an angelic card. So I would definitely ask for some help and you will receive it, is what I've heard. Okay? So if you feel like you need a little help, a little jump start, do not hesitate to ask and it will come your way. I also want to say before I flip the cards and do your reading, I apologize to each of the signs for not doing the end of June. I was traveling and then I got sick and I'm still kind of getting over it. I've had just a cough and such for the last several days, so hopefully I'm not going to go into a coughing jag. I think you're going to be my last sign for the day that I'm going to read for. So I hope you enjoy the reading. And we will get started. I'm going to do a Celtic cross, so there's no clarifications. When I do Celtic cross, it's more than enough information coming out on its own. Okay? All right, guys. To begin, your situation is the Hierophant. So currently, when I was pulling your cards or letting them fall, some of them fell face up, and I did see lots of major arcana in your reading. So the universe is definitely in control of this, and especially with this new cycle. With the Hierophant here as your situation, what that's telling me is you are definitely connected to spirit. I think a lot of you have done a lot of spirit work, and you know how to connect on the realm of the spirit. The Hierophant can also be about a teacher and a counselor, right? That could be something coming to you or something that you're putting out to someone else, but I'm seeing it more as something that's coming to you because it's a new cycle that you're going to begin. But know that you are connected to spirit through this. So I think whatever cycle this is, it is good karma, okay? What is an obstacle, or what could be an obstacle, is the Ten of Cups. This is a card of just life fulfillment, happiness. The Ten of Cups, remember the cups are all about emotions, feelings, that type thing. You could have an overabundance of feelings and emotions coming through initially when this cycle begins, and that may hinder you a bit, okay? Could be family that kind of steps in the way of it. They could see this change coming, and sometimes change is uncomfortable for people. So just remember that you're connected to spirit in all this, okay? So you can overcome the obstacles, whether it's coming from people or whether it's coming from family, friends, or just emotions and feelings in general. But it could present a little bit of an obstacle climbing that ladder to the spirit realm for your answers, okay? And that's going to be your situation. Your foundation is the Queen of Swords. So what this tells me is that you have, and of course the Queen of Swords, this is Libra energy, you've really done some thinking. You've put in the time. You've kind of tapped into everything that you know. Really looking back over your experiences in life and bringing that to the forefront. Knowing that you are able to get through whatever you need to get through by asking for help in the spirit realm. You're not afraid of this new beginning. You're not afraid of this new cycle. And I think you are going to take steps forward with the Queen of Swords being here. You're going to use all past experiences, good or bad, to take these steps. And that's your foundation card. In your recent past, the Three of Cups. So you've had the energy of friends or family that have really supported you. And you're still feeling that support. It was in your recent past. It came in, and I think that kind of elevated you and gave you the strength so that you can sit as the Hierophant, so that you can be the liaison to begin this new cycle. It's all about a new cycle. I mean, that is what is coming to me as the forefront of this reading, is you are starting a new cycle. Could be a karmic cycle. But I don't see anything on the table that looks shadowy. I don't see anything so far on the table that looks dark, especially in your major realm here with the Celtic cross. It looks very favorable. So I'm thinking it's good karma. And it's a good karmic cycle that's coming in, okay? Yeah. In your crowning position, you have the Eight of Pentacles. That's just telling me that you've done a lot of the work spiritually. And I said that at the beginning of the reading. Spiritually, you have done the work. You have put in the time. You've put in the research. This is the card of, putting the work in. And you've done that. And that's your crowning position, Libra. Yeah, I like that. And remember, the Pentacles are all about what you value the most. A lot of times it's about money. Sometimes it's about material things. But it's what you deem valuable, okay? So you've put work in for that. Spirit sees it. And I think that's why you have connected to the realm as the Hierophant. In your immediate future, you've got the Three of Wands. So again, it's a new beginning, setting out to start something new, right? And the Wands are a fire sign. That's Aries, Sag, Leo. You could be moving towards one of those in your immediate future. One of those signs. That's quite possible. But you're going to go through this, right? First light, new beginning. Beginning a new cycle. And you can see the light. This is kind of like, I kind of look at this as the dawn of the day. And this is new light. So you're coming into a brand new space. All right. In your true feelings, what you know is that you are the Empress, right? There you are, Libra, the Empress. You are giving birth to something brand new. Your world is going to totally transform and change within this new cycle for the better. You put down all the dark things. You put down all the old things. If you've had any tendencies of control, narcissism, lying, cheating, all of that's been put away now. That's some of the work that's been done, right? And now you know in your true feelings that you got the energy of the Empress working in your favor with this new karmic cycle. Outside influences, Page of Swords. Okay, this is still air energy. The outside influences have been that you've put in, again, the time, the research. You've walked that tightrope, taking a little bit of a risk to step out there. And again, look what we have here, taking steps. That's where the steps were taken. Okay? The Page of Swords. Very young, very, and I'm talking energetically now, a very youthful energy, right? Taking steps forward. You know, like when you're a child and you're getting ready to go in your teen years, there is anticipation of what's coming that was never before. As a child, you know, you had to hold your parents' hands. If you were in school, you had to walk in a line down the hall, right? But you know, as you're embarking on those teenage years, that there's going to be a step up from here, right? When I go into the middle school, and of course, I was a teacher, so I reel back to that naturally. As you're going into the middle school, you're not going to be in a line with a teacher any longer. You're actually going to be able to move from class to class on your own without being walked, right? And it's the same as a teenager. You know, you don't have to go everywhere with your parent from this point forward. You're allowed a little bit more freedom. And I think you've done the work on that, to take these steps forward. All right, I like that for you. What's being hidden from you is the Ace of Swords. So again, Libra, this is your energy. Your crown chakra opened. Whether you knew it or not, and if it was hidden, it could have been something that happened subconsciously with you. But I think that with whatever cycle that you were going through, it was not serving you. And I think a lot of it, and I'm just being honest here from what I'm hearing and what I'm getting, was a lot of dark, shadowy circumstances that were at your hands. I don't think you were honest with people at times. I don't think in some of the relationships that you had, whether it be romantic, work-wise, friendship-wise, family-wise, that you acted in total honesty. And it was going to take you into a dark karmic cycle. And somehow your conscious mind stepped up, that crown chakra opened, and it let in the feelings, the emotions, or whatever that was needed to start changing things. You knew that you had to change. You knew that you couldn't stay where you were. You couldn't stay. It would have propelled you into darkness. Libras are smart. Libras are very matter-of-fact type of people. They're very bright. They have a lot, and actually, there are a lot of psychics that are Libras. My mother was psychic, and she was a Libra. She knew things, right? You know, I've told the story before, you know, as a teenager, she would tell me, and I remember in 8th grade dance specifically, you go into that dance and you stay there until I pick you up. This was 1972. She had a 1972 blue Buick, navy blue Buick. Libra is what she was. And I said, okay, you know, I'm not coming out, Mother. I'm going to stay in here and I'm going to dance all night until 10 o'clock until you pick me up. Well, as soon as that navy blue Buick rolled out of that parking lot from the school, me and the 3 or 4 friends that I was with at the time, we left. And I knew my mother was very intuitive. I would ask her at different times, you know, how do you know that? And she would just say, don't worry about it. I know. It was actually a psychic after she passed that I used that told me, and she came into one of the channelings, that she herself was psychic, which I already knew it. But my friends and I, we went down these old alleyways. We didn't take the main drag into town, which is where we were going to hook up with, whoever, older people, get in cars and ride around. Like I said, I was only in the 8th grade, so I was probably 13 or 14. So we took these back streets to get there because I was afraid that, she'd be riding up and down the main drag to try to find me. We lived in a very small town, very tiny. Everybody knows everybody in the town. We all wave at each other when we ride by. My son still lives there, and I don't. Anyway, so we're walking and, frolicking along on these back streets, and all of a sudden I heard, "Get in the car." Very dark street, and I look, and there's the navy blue Buick parked. And even my girlfriends were like, how did she know? There could have been, and when I really thought about it, there could have been 5 other routes, even in the back streets, that we could have taken to get there. How did she know? She was sitting there, the car motor was off, lights were off. She was waiting for me. She knew I was coming down that street. Of course, I got grounded for about 3 weeks after that, but I had to get in the car and leave my friends. And, for months, my friends talked about that. That's just one incident. There were many besides that. But, it flabbergasted me and it flabbergasted my friends. How did she know? So Libras, you have this about you anyway. And I think that's what happened here. I think you knew that if you didn't change what you were doing, that you were going to go down a very dark path and it wouldn't play out in all of this light, because there's a lot of light here, so it's good karma. So I think you opened up that heart chakra, even if you did it psychically, subconsciously, you opened it up because you knew a change had to come in order to be able to connect with the spirit the way you need to connect. Right? All right. Your outcome overall is the Ace of Pentacles. So the universe is gifting you everything that you've ever wanted. What you hold valuable, right? Whether it's money, whether it's material things. This is a gift from the universe. And I think it's based on your intuitiveness, right? Your psychic powers that led you off of those dark side streets, those dark places, so that you could come into the light of this. And you did. So your overall energy and the situation is the Hierophant, and your outcome is the Ace of Pentacles. It doesn't get much better than that, Libra. You're absolutely being granted value from the universe, and you're directly connected. You are a liaison to that. Can also be looked at as psychic power as well. Wow. As can this be looked as psychic power, right? At crown chakra. So if I take a look now at your major arcana, you've got the Empress and the Hierophant. Outstanding. Using that liaison energy to birth for yourself a brand new life. Stepping into a brand new cycle that is full of light, that is full of love, new beginnings. Also using wisdom to get there, right? You've had the help of friends also, right? You overcame any emotional blockages that could have stopped you. All right. Continue to take those steps forward, Libra. I love this for you for the 1st of July. It's a happy time, and it's a good karmic cycle that's about to begin for you in your life. I'm very happy for all my Libras. I hope this helps you. Lots of love and light.